Alrighty, so I've just arrived in the Springbrook National Park area near the Numbinbar Valley, the Gold Coast area. Plan is tonight is to hike out to the Woonoongoora walkers camp out there. It's about 5.5 kilometres, so not too far. It's about 2:30 now, so I'll get out there pretty early. So I'll probably set up camp and go for a bit of an explore around, see if I can find a place to have a bit of a swim because it's stinking hot at the moment. But yeah, should be good. I'll see you down the trail. I'm only about 200 metres in, I'm already sweating like crazy. This will be my first hike that I've actually done where there's actually been some sunny weather and a bit of heat. It's a bit overgrown in some parts at the start there, but I'm not wearing my snake gaiters today, so it's a bit sketchy. I swore against using trekking poles in my first couple of hikes that I did, but I decided to give them a go, and they do make a big difference, especially going uphill with the pack on. You can use your upper body to take some of the weight off your knees. So I was wrong. I thought that was sissy and gay, but I do like them. They're awesome. Definitely do the job. The last 1.5 k's is actually pretty tough. There's a lot of steep inclines. So these definitely helped. Just come to the boot washing station, and it says I got 4 k's left, and it is hot. Oh man. Another thing I changed up was my shoes. I decided to do away with the boots and get some Salomon trail runners. They're so much more lighter. They're still waterproof, and if they get wet, they dry out real quick. I'm really liking them. Just the boots are a little bit too, feel real heavy and clunky on your feet. But I guess they give you a bit more protection for snakes and that, but just be careful and don't step on a snake. What else did I get? Oh, and I bought some Injinji toe socks. So you don't have your toes mashing together and creating blisters. They're actually really comfortable, eh? Very nice. It's actually cooled down a little bit the further I get in, which is good. I'm just on a nice big fire trail at the moment, nice and wide. It's good. Bit steep, but not too bad. Some side tracks there. That one up there says advanced. I'll have to suss that out. They are. Coordinated 1080 baiting program. Wild fox and wild dog control. Parts like this that make me wish I had to bring my snake gaiters with me. Pretty overgrown. At least I got my poles so I can check and touch the ground before I step on it. That dog baiting sign spooked me a little bit, eh? I could have sworn that I heard like a dog howl in the distance. Wouldn't be good to run into a wild dog, I don't think. Not a hungry one. I do have my knife with me, but just don't know how you go. Just come up to a half decent little creek crossing. I'm gonna have to get the socks wet, which I didn't really want to do, but I think that's where the trail goes anyway. Straight up there. Oh, that water's lovely. That water was so refreshing. Just what I needed. Just about to start hitting some stairs. Apparently there's a heap of these. Get a bit rough on your legs. Oh, my feet do not feel good soaked, eh? Should have wringed my socks out a little bit before I started, but I'll do it when I get back to camp. That dog sign, it definitely got me spooked, eh? It's just coming through a thick part just then. And I just vaguely seen two things like disappear and run off into the bushes. Didn't know what it was, but my first thought is like, wild dog, wild dog. I must have stood there for about a good 5 minutes, thinking about pressing on a bit further or turning back. Oh, your mind runs crazy out here, eh? I just got my knife out and punched through. It was probably honestly just a couple of wallabies. I didn't quite see them. They were dark. Another little creek crossing. I think I've only got about maybe 1.5 k's to go. Not a bad spot. Not a bad spot at all. This is actually part of the Gold Coast Great Walk that I'm going to do on Boxing Day with my mate James. It's like 55 kilometres. 3 days, 2 nights. But yeah, this is part of it. I just wanted to do a nice little one this weekend because I was itching to get out. So far I'm not disappointed. It's good. Almost to camp. Nearly there. Been a bit buggered. I don't know if you can see how steep that is. The last K and a half's just been full of them. And I cannot say enough good things about trekking poles, eh? It takes so much work off your legs. Definitely swear by them now. The weather's cooled off a lot more. Made it to the Woonoongoora campsite. That wasn't a bad walk at all, eh? That Sunshine Coast one that I did's definitely conditioned me a lot more. That was not too bad at all. Some nice uphill stuff and some nice downhill. I'm not too sure if I camp here. The toilet's there. I don't know if it's camping around here, but it says that I'm there. So maybe I'll walk down there a bit more. I'm not sure, I'll go have a look anyway. Just went for a walk down there and I don't think there's any down there. Pretty sure that is it there. But looking on the ore trails, it says that there's another one a bit further up here. I'll go check that out. I swear there was supposed to be a bit of a view or something. A few little wallabies. Yeah, here we go. A bit more promising. Not much of a view, but better than sitting near the toilet. A few campsites here, about 10 of them. Only tiny. Need to come up here and mow a little bit, they do. It's roughly about 5 o'clock now. I was going to go for a bit more of a explore up the other trails and that, but I think I'm just going to set up and make a cup of tea and just relax. It's lovely up here. I'm really hoping the sky stays clear for me tonight. I've been dying to actually see the stars without the light pollution of the city. That'll be nice. But yeah. Alrighty, I'm going to set this gear up. I'll do a bit of a rundown on the food that I bring with me. Trying some new stuff. Bought some berry, cashew and cacao smushed whole food balls and some peanut butter and caramel smushed balls. Pulled into Coles after work. Just grabbed a few things. Don't usually eat these, but cheese and bacon snack pot. Pasta. 2 bananas. Devondale thickened cream for whipping. I'm just going to use that to put in my cups of tea instead of milk. You go alright. I went to Anaconda yesterday looking for some freeze-dried meals and thought I'd give these ones a go. They're called Campers Pantry. It's a chicken cacciatore. It's got, what's it got in it? Chicken cooked in tomato sauce with mushrooms, Kalamata olives and rice. What else did I get? some sun-dried tomato and garlic couscous. I bring way too much food with me, but I'm gonna get bored, so probably just gonna eat. Got Campus Pantry cheese chive instant mash. Some strong English breakfast tea. I'm gonna smash one of them down soon. Some trail mix. And that is it for the food. Yeah. So nice and peaceful out here. I need to get this tent set up. I might actually go for a bit of a walk down here. Looks like there's a sign on it saying runner's trail or something. So I'll get this tent set up and then I'll go for a look. One more little mission before I set my tent up. Just run back to the toilet area and get one more bottle of water for cooking. Then I'll set up and settle in. This is definitely a good little one to bring the kids on and stuff like that. The hike up here is not too bad. As I said, yep, it's only just over 5 kilometres. It wasn't very hectic, so absolutely lovely up here. It's just turned on 6 o'clock now. Sun's starting to go down a bit. Boiling up some water so I can have my chicken cacciatore and the cheesy chive mash. Cicadas are a bit loud out here, but I'll bring some tissue paper to stuff in the ears this time. I'm determined to get a really good night's sleep tonight, no matter what. Keen to do a hike soon with some company, but it gets freaking lonely, eh? It is better with other people, I think. But I've just done too many solo ones now. I just like to share it with someone. Hurry up and boil. Absolutely starving. Looks like I'm going to get to see the stars tonight. Just had a look at the weather forecast before and there's all the clouds supposed to disappear by 7, 8 o'clock. Looks like I'm going to be the only one up here tonight anyway, which is good. Little wallaby. Just waiting for the sun to go down and then I'll go watch some Netflix in the tent for a little bit, I think. Full moon tonight. The thick and cream goes alright in cups of tea instead of milk. So peaceful out here. One more cup of tea. Looks like I've still got another half an hour before dark by the look of it. Just did some Googling before to suss out about the wild dogs and stuff around here. And apparently, there's been a few. Tried to suss out seeing if any hikers have ever seen them or anything like that, but I couldn't find anything. Strong English breakfast. I love these tea bags. Probably my favourite, I reckon. I went into Coles after work this afternoon, trying to see if they just had a little tiny bag of sugar or something like that. But they didn't. The smallest bag was like one of them half-kilo bags. So I just popped open a box of the CSR raw sugars and pinched a couple out of one and pocketed them. They won't miss it. It would be a bit embarrassing getting busted at the front by the security guard for a couple of fucking sachets of sugar, but I'd just run. They wouldn't catch me. Oh, I think my plan tomorrow will be just to get up just before the sun's about to come up. I don't know where it's going to come out. I don't know where north or south is, but I'm hoping it's that way and coming up over the mountain there. Just get a nice sunrise. Head back early in the morning. And I'm just waiting to see what this weather's doing, but thinking about going out to Mount Barney and trying one of the challenging routes there, the summits. Ridges, sorry. There's one called Logan's Ridge, which has had a few deaths on it, so that sounds exciting to me. Pretty keen to try it. Test my new shoes out. But yeah, I'll make sure it's safe to do so first, but well, that wraps up today. Finally retired into the tent for the night. Kookaburra's in the background, absolutely losing it. But yeah, I'm gonna put my head down and go to sleep. And I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Oh, it is 4:25. I think it says sunrise is at 4:44. So I'm gonna get up and make a cup of tea and wait for it to come out. Didn't have the greatest sleep in the world. Drank way too much liquid yesterday and before bed, so I had to pee like 5-6 times. Constantly waking up for a pee, but it's all good. But it feels like, even though it was broken sleep, it feels like I definitely got some nice rest. And there's a lot of bush rats here as well. I had to flog them off the side of my tent with my phone holder a few times. But apart from that, it was good. Kookaburras were going off half the night. Didn't mind too much. Alrighty, make a cup of tea. I love waking up in a new spot. Oh, piss off. Massive horseflies here already flying around trying to get me. Yeah, I just love waking up in a new spot, eh? I'm not going to get the sunrise that I wanted because it's cloudy as shit, but I'll kill you. Nearly got him. Them march flies give you a nasty little sting if they get on you, sit on you for long enough. Oh, I can't wait to have this cup of tea. I bought another water filter thing the other day from Anaconda. It's the life straw one. It screws straight onto the bottle so you can fill this up with your filthy dirty creek water and stuff. And it screws straight on. You either drink straight from that or use it to squeeze into your cooking pans or squeeze it into another bottle. For the price, it was only $40, and the water flow rate on this is pretty high and kills most viruses, bacteria. So for $40, it's definitely worth it. It's a lot easier to use than my Grail thing. That thing's getting harder and harder to bloody push down, eh? But it's still good, but this is just handy to have as well. And you can, if you got a water bladder with your hose, you can cut your hose, put one part of your hose that side and then have another part of your hose coming that side to your mouth drinking piece and use it as an inline filter. So you could fill your water bladders up just at the creek or whatever, and if it's dirty, you got this in it and you just drink it straight from that. Definitely good to have. I'm just going to carry it at work with me and that if I've ever got a drink out of it, taps at work and stuff like that. So it knocks out all the chlorine and all the other garbage that's in town water. You can see a little bit of blue sky. Be nice if I got a little bit of sunshine for the walk home. I'm gonna stop at that nice little creek and have a wash. I really, really like this place. I'm gonna bring the kids here over Christmas, I think. I'll have a blast for coming up here. Alright, it's just on 5 o'clock now. Got all my stuff packed in. I'm gonna collect a little bit of water for the way home and send it down the trail. Definitely a good little one to do if anyone was just getting into hiking, if they wanted to do a little overnighter. Not a very hard walk and nice campsite. Oh. Just make sure I've got all my rubbish. Yep. Sweet. This is how hard this thing's getting to press down. All my body weight on it. Guess it's a good thing, but it means it's really filtering the water before it comes in. Yeah. Okay. Alright, time to head off. Water looks so clean down here. I love this little creek bed. Good place to stop and chill and have a little bit of a wash. Wonderful. See if I can do this with my phone in my hand this time. Definitely won't be leaving my snake gators at home anymore. Just gives you so much peace of mind walking through little grassy bits like this. You can hear lots of frogs around, and no red-bellied blacks love getting on the hunt for them. Keeping it clean and pristine. After meeting that ranger on that Sunshine Coast trip and helping him out on the trail a little bit there, sort of clicked to me. I've applied for a ranger job at the Sunshine Coast, so fingers crossed I get it. It's actually something I would just love doing, eh? I'm a bit over plastering, been doing it for over 20 years now. Time for a change. And it was funny how it happened, how I ended up applying for it. So I never really said anything to my missus. And it was that Monday morning, I was about to go to work. And she come running out and she's like, oi, I found a job for you. And I looked at her and I was like, bush ranger? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, I don't know, I just sent shivers down my spine, eh? So I applied for that one. So hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully it's meant to be. And it was a sign that I got when I was out there. But yeah, I'll be so stoked if I get to do this every day. Just keep the forest tidy and do whatever I gotta do. It's actually, I thought you have to have qualifications, and they do help, but it does state that to be a park ranger you don't need to have any qualifications. They can just hire you as is and teach you on the job. So yeah, I'm very excited. Fingers crossed. I have faith that I'll get it. Little steep sections like this that would usually burn my legs out while I'm carrying a pack. With these, it just makes it, turns it into a walk in the park. Definitely a game changer. And the shoes as well. I'll never go back to hiking boots, and I'll always use trail runners from now on. It's what I'm on a mission to do, whatever I can do to make this, doing this kind of stuff as easy as possible. I'm getting there. I only just started, but I've managed to lighten my pack by at least almost 3 kilos since I started. It's just making a world of a difference. Only just over a kilometre to go now. This morning's walk's been wonderful. And cicadas are so bloody loud, but just ear-piercing. Hiking poles come in handy. Oh, how did I miss that spider web? Honestly. Anyway, what I was about to say is the hiking poles come in handy to swat the spider webs out of the road. They haven't been too bad this morning, but there's been a few gnarly looking bloody orb spiders too. Wouldn't kill you, but give you some serious pain. I wonder what type of rock this is, eh? No, it's probably not, but it looks like it's petrified. Petrified wood, but I doubt it. Oh, I love it down here. I haven't even touched the sides of the amount of trails and places to explore in the Gold Coast hinterland yet. I can't wait to go back to the sunny coast and do a bit more around that area. And yes, fingers crossed I get this ranger job. I'll be absolutely over the moon. I can hear traffic, so I'm getting close to the end. Wouldn't be far to go now at all. I'm not liking the looks of the weather for my chances of heading out to Mount Barney to do one of the ridges. But fingers crossed. Might just chill out for the rest of the day at home. Monitor the weather a little bit and see. Hopefully I can get out there tomorrow. I'd really like to film some of the cliff edges and drops and stuff on the Logan's Ridge. Sounds epic. Alrighty, so that wraps up today. That was the walk out to Woonoongoora Walkers Camp in the Gold Coast hinterland, in the Springbrook National Forest, near the Numinbah Valley Refuge. It was a great little overnight hike. Really liked the camp area and just the walk in general. Nice little short one, 5.5 k's out there. Definitely a good one for anyone who wants to start getting into hiking. Be a good little first overnighter for someone to do. But yeah, I'm gonna get going home and I'll monitor this weather a little bit and hopefully I can end up at Mount Barney tomorrow. Try one of these ridges. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you again soon.